we are so excited to be making this video. Finally, the cat is out of the bag. I am pregnant, which is like really weird to say out loud, honestly. Like every time I say it, I almost don't believe myself. But I'm officially 13 weeks pregnant, so we are in the second trimester. So we just announced on Instagram and on TikTok that I am pregnant. So I just feel this like wave of relief to be able to just be open and honest with all of you guys about where we're at. How are you feeling?
Yeah, this is it's surreal. I can't believe it's here. I mean, we talked about it since we got married, and
it's crazy.
And fast forward, what, almost 4 years now,
Yeah.
and here we are. It's our first.
Yep. We
excited.
kept on putting it off and being like, do we want to try now? And it just kept being like year after year. And finally, around the holidays, we were like, you know what? Let's go for it. And it happened, and we're so thankful. Yeah, a lot more to come on just like fertility stuff and some of the things that I bought that I think really helped us out. That'll be for another video. I did post the reveal video of when I told him that I was pregnant and surprised him. It's kind of crazy all over the place video. So if you're interested in watching that, be sure to go check that out over on my Instagram after this video. So the first trimester was full of interesting cravings. I did end up getting very nauseous. I never physically got sick, but I always felt like I could get sick at any moment. So it made my diet really challenging. I'm typically not a picky eater at all, but I had a lot of food aversions. He can attest. He's used to me just being like the most easygoing eater, but I could not do red meat for some reason. In fact, he made like this delicious steak dinner one of the nights, and I could barely even look at it, which is so unlike me. I'm such a carnivore.
Oh, it's heartbroken.
He was heartbroken. He worked so hard on it, and I was like, honestly, I was just like gagging. Like there's something about the texture of meat lately that's really been hard. I feel like now that I'm officially in the second trimester, some of my food aversions are kind of lifting. Thank goodness. But it was really challenging because I felt like all I really wanted to eat was carbs, and I had a really big sweet tooth, and then I always have loved pickles, and my pickle addiction and my salt addiction, it was like next level.
She already likes pickles, but it was it got to be a lot. Not even pickles, cucumbers
with tahini,
like
yeah,
all day long. I had to constantly go to the grocery store to get more cucumbers.
Yeah, I was like, hey, I need you to get like 7 cucumbers, like no joke, because I need at least 1 whole cucumber per day. My cucumber obsession is like something that I've always loved cucumbers, but it's really on a new level. Like I swear I've never liked cucumbers this much. It's my favorite vegetable for sure during pregnancy. So as far as mood swings go, I'm just gonna let you answer that. Like, how do you feel like I've been doing the first trimester? It's okay.
She had some pretty good mood swings, I would say. It was nothing, I thought it was gonna be a lot worse in the beginning. I guess we'll see what happens later on during the pregnancy.
Oh,
but,
you thought it was gonna be worse? So I was on good behavior.
So in the beginning, it was, she was definitely a little bit more emotional, a little bit more like cuddly towards me. She wanted more affection, so that was a big one. But for the most part, I would say that her early pregnancy symptoms have been fairly mild from what I've seen from a lot of other people, which has been very fortunate. But
yes.
Of course, we're only in the first trimester, and we've got.
Well, we just exited the first trimester, technically.
Yes.
We're in the second.
So
I can't even believe it. The first one kind of flew by.
So it's just the beginning now of
yeah.
the second trimester. So a lot more to come, a lot more growing. I'm sure a lot more discomforts.
Yes.
So
I think that I am just excited to be over the hump of the nausea. I'm hoping it's lifting already, so I'm hoping it's just going to keep going away. And what I've heard is the second trimester, you can expect a lot less nausea, and finally your energy levels go up, because that's another symptom I had was extreme fatigue. Have you ever seen me that tired in my whole life?
No. So we haven't really been able to work out together or do too much physical activity together.
Yeah.
So hopefully in the second trimester, she's got her second win. She's able to get out, get moving a little bit, stay healthy, eat better, eat more well-rounded meats and foods. So
that's the biggest
That's
thing.
Exactly what we're looking forward to.
Yep. This week I already have 2 workouts under my belt, and I'm planning on trying to shoot for at least 4 or 5 workouts a week. They don't all have to be super strenuous, but now that my energy is back, I just want to get back on track because working out makes me feel good. And
yeah, and of course I know there's a lot of debate whether working out is good for you while you're pregnant. Of course, I am a personal trainer myself
and
a soon-to-be dad, so I've definitely done my due diligence to make sure that we are doing workouts that are safe for pregnancy during every stage of pregnancy. That way she's getting the physical activity she needs without putting the baby at risk of any sort of potential injuries or problems moving forward.
Yeah, I'm in good hands. I have a personal trainer literally at my house, so I'm fortunate. But there also are a lot of really good YouTube videos. So if you are pregnant, like me, and you're trying to get a good workout in, I found some amazing YouTube videos. So if you go on there, there's lots of material. So if you don't have a personal trainer at home, or if you don't have a gym membership, there's always ways to stay active, and I always call it YouTube University. I love YouTube for that reason, because you can find all kinds of workouts. For me, I would say the hardest thing about the first trimester has been letting go of control. I'm someone who is not type A. I would say I don't have a type A personality, but I'm type A in the sense that I like a really regimented schedule. I like to have a lot on my plate and get it all done every day. And it's been really difficult for me to let go of my productivity at the level that I had it before pregnancy. I felt a sense of guilt sometimes. He's had to kind of talk me up the ledge and just be like, hey, you're pregnant, like you're not gonna be able to do it all. And so I think my biggest advice for someone who's in their first trimester or who is pregnant is that you just sometimes have to listen to your body and realize that it's okay if you can't get it all done. This is a really unique time in your life, and I wish I would have sat back and just enjoyed my first trimester a little bit more instead of constantly feeling guilty for not doing as much as I'm used to. So I think my one regret of my first trimester is probably just not allowing myself to have more grace in that way and just relax. But I've learned my lesson, and going into the second trimester, I feel like I'm gonna have a better headspace and not feel as guilty. So for you, what do you feel like the biggest lesson you learned in the first trimester / what is advice you would give maybe other dads supporting women who are pregnant?
So it really depends on where you're coming from entering the pregnancy. So for myself, becoming a father was definitely a huge wake-up call for me as well. I definitely am somebody that enjoys my free time. I enjoy the freedom that I have to not necessarily do whatever I want, but do my hobbies. I work for myself, so maybe that's going to be sleep in, a lot of things. So it's definitely been a wake-up call. I feel like a switch was flipped, and I've been, really trying to prepare to be a dad.
He's been awesome. Yeah,
just trying to, get whatever sort of ducks in a row that we can beforehand, financially, productively, around the house. I've also tried to do, some research to understand what she's going to be going through with her pregnancy, as well as what we can expect in early childbirth, the early weeks and months of the baby. Thankfully, I have a lot of friends, and we have a lot of friends that are in the same stage, so we have a lot of very much real-time advice on what to do and what can help us out.
Yeah, for sure. One really cool thing that I'm probably the most thankful for that we were able to find during this pregnancy is a doctor in the San Diego area who's a private practice, and he actually does allow the dads to come to all of the appointments, to all the ultrasounds, all the checkups. And with COVID, that has been a huge concern for a lot of women going through pregnancy, and for dads, because it's really important that you get to have that time together. And he and I were both super bummed when we found out that the dad can't come to any of the appointments, they can only come to birth. Well, my friend Rachel, she's also pregnant, and it was really cool because she found this doctor in San Diego who does allow the dads to come, and that has just been such an awesome experience for us to have together. So if you are in the San Diego area, just DM me on Instagram and I'll tell you his name and where you can find his information, because that has been a game changer. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, be sure to do that. We will be coming out with recap videos after every single trimester, so stay tuned for those. As always, we love you guys, and thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching, guys. Looking forward to being with you guys throughout the rest of the pregnancy.
Me too. It'll be a journey.
Bye.
Bye.